play.
Okay, I meant the recording of the meeting.
Oh, okay.
So I did get the date up here. Okay, let's have Mary play. Thank you, Mary. Okay, we have our invocation this morning. Is Jennifer Beckett.
Right, would you bow your head and pray with me? Heavenly Father, we just thank you so much for this morning. We thank you for an opportunity to come together as a club. Pray that one day we'll be able to come together in person. But Lord, we just come to you and just want to lift up our city, our state, our nation, and this world during this unprecedented time, and just give us a sense of calm and a sense of peace. And Lord, I just thank you for Jonna. I thank you for our board. I thank you for just the leadership that they provide, and the opportunities that they are seeking out for us to make a difference in the name of Rotary. And Lord, I just want to lift up those that aren't with us this morning, that that are in our club, that we miss, that we don't know maybe what's going on in their lives. Lord, just remind us to reach out to them and let them know that we care for them. And Lord, I especially want to lift up Miles Deering this morning as he prepares for his procedure. Lord, I just pray that that goes well. And Lord, I just want to thank you again for this day, for this opportunity to come together. And Lord, I just pray that we would each find a way to make a difference in someone's day, whether it's just with the smallest gesture or something big. But may we just start with sharing kindness to one another. Lord, thank you for this program that we are about to hear. And again, just thank you for the beauty of this day. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Miles was there last week. It was good to see him.
Yes. Just keep him in your prayers today.
Okay, we will. Okay, the Pledge of Allegiance and four-way test will be Virginia Sanders.
Okay, I pledge allegiance. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And the four-way test. First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? And fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you. Okay, do we have any guests with us today?
Well, I have one. It's a lady that's been following me around for about 33 years. Janet.
Yay!
Welcome, Janet.
Hey, Janet.
Thank you. Right. Do we have happy dollars? I have a happy dollar. I got to spend Saturday and Sunday babysitting my 6-month-old granddaughter, and it was fun. My arm is sore still, and I forgot what it's like to be with a 6-month-old. It's wash, rinse, and repeat. You know, they sleep, they get up, they eat, they play for a little bit, and then goes back and does it all again, over and over again. But it was a blast. And when I got home last night, I was sitting there on the couch, and I could still feel her little face rubbing on my shoulder, and it was just sweet. And so I have a happy dollar for that.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else?
I'll do one
Okay.
so I can give my dollar to Linda at her piano lesson. So as district polio chair, I'm happy to announce that even with the pandemic, we raised $14,000 more for polio as a
Yay.
district, and our club did really well too, especially in overall foundation giving. The overall total was more than the new club, $24,000. And year to date for polio was $5,833.
Awesome.
Great.
Yay, team.
I've got one.
Okay, Keith.
Yep, that's me. Well, as I said, I went to Houston last week. I spent 5 days with my son and his family, and mainly with grandson Bowen, who's 15 months old now. And there's a new baby busking coming into this world on September 18th, another little boy.
Oh, congratulations.
Any other happy dollars? Did I hear somebody?
I've got one. A couple of weeks ago, I had the opportunity to go back by Keith Busking's house and have beans and cornbread. Let me tell you something. You've never eaten beans and cornbread until you sit down and eat Keith Busking's beans and cornbread. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. The whole club ought to get to go to Keith Busking's house and eat beans and cornbread. I'm telling you, this guy knows how to cook. So, that's all I got to say.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Anybody else?
If you do that right, you get a discount on your plumbing work.
All right. How about birthdays for August?
Yes, we have birthdays. Okay. And we have our little music to go with that.
Yes. I just
Okay.
tried to fill my coffee cup. Are you going to read out the birthdays first?
I
and we're
am.
listening? Okay.
I am going to read off the birthdays. All right. First of all, we have Pat Hall. And then we have Philip Wong. Last but not least, we have Keith Busking. So we have 3 people. So let's all sing happy birthday. Ready? And say to you, happy birthday
to you.
happy
birthday, dear Marian. Happy birthday to you.
We forgot to mute there. So
I'm sorry about that.
I picked 5 different tempos. I hope I got close.
You did. Okay. All right. And with that, I don't know, all of a sudden it shows that I'm, my picture went away. I don't know what happened. But anyhow, believe it or not, I'm drawing a name, and for the $25 Hal Smith gift certificate, and it goes to Pat Hall. Is
Not
he
here.
okay? Next. Our next Philip Wong.
Hey.
Yes.
Is Philip here? Yes.
I'm here.
All right. Congratulations, Philip. I will send you the $25 Hal Smith gift certificate.
Thank you.
And guess who gets the big one for toward their Rotary Foundation thing?
He really needs it.
I know. Keith Busking. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
And that's our birthdays for this month. So,
Happy birthday, you guys. All
Happy
three of
birthday.
you, even though Pat's not here.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
glad that you both are here. And you each got something, so that's great.
The best way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, other announcements. Terry, do you want to talk about the school crossing? I know you sent out the email yesterday.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, unfortunately, with the schools not being in session, we're really don't need to be doing school crossing guards. I'll still make Bob Dill go out and do a school for fun. So we'll do something. I'll try and contact the superintendent or the office and see if there's anything we can do as a club in lieu of it. And if they decide to have school later on, we'll jump in there and do some school crossing guards. So we're on hold for now.
Great. I think I heard that the teachers are going to be doing their virtual teaching from the school. And so maybe there's something we could do for the teachers.
Yeah.
Think about it. Does anybody else have any announcements?
Well, I don't know if I'm letting the cat out of the bag. Team 1, Polly, I went over and talked to Gary Smith. I don't know if he's related to Hal or not, but at Louis for an outing, maybe not this coming Thursday, but the following Thursday. We talked about that, and he's going to let me know. Is that all right with most of you to go to Louis for an evening or an outing about 5:30 to 7?
Would that be outside, Cliff?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we have an option, but there'll be distancing. He's got, I think he said he has 3 patio areas. He could cordon off 2 of them for us. And he was
Nice.
talking about a number of people who were coming, and I couldn't give him better than an estimate. So, John, what would you say? 20 people?
I think we had like 16 or 18 when we met at Othello's.
Yeah.
We had a nice turnout.
Yeah, they make good pizza. Janet and I went there yesterday, and so I think it'd be enjoyable, and it's not really hot outside. So,
Good point.
yeah. So at that, I'll discuss that with Jennifer, and we'll decide on if that's what we're going to do, and we'll be letting you know.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
Any other announcements?
I just wanted to say to Terry, if you'll get me a virtual stop sign, I'll be happy to appear virtually.
I'll get one to you.
I have an announcement. Can you all hear me? This is Marlis. I received information that tomorrow evening at 6:15, tomorrow Wednesday evening at 6:15 will be the 75th anniversary of the dropping of the bomb on Hiroshima. And together with all of the sister cities in the United States who share a sister city in Japan, we're asked to ring a bell at that time as a commemorative event of the 75 years of peace and not war that we have celebrated with our sister cities and been able to change the world following that event.
Very nice. Thank you. We have someone joined in our meeting today that has their login just says 476630. Can we hear who that might be? 476630 is what displays on the screen. Are you a guest? Okay. All right. Well, other announcements, just real quick. Remember the duty sheet. We can always use having that filled out for the prayer and the four-way test and flag salute. And also, our teams met at Rudy's last week, and each team was tasked with coming up with, we were each assigned certain dates, and we were tasked with setting up a couple of lunch buddies and a couple of breakfast buddies, and then an activity and program ideas. So if you weren't there, or if you were there and you think of something that you think would be a good program, please send that to Bill Wallace. And if you should be contacted by your team lead to reach out for your ideas, and your volunteering to host a happy hour or a breakfast buddies or lunch buddies. And so please participate in that, because really whenever we are able to get together, even though it's in really small groups, it's a lot of fun, and it sort of keeps us connected. And so please respond to your team leaders. So are there any other announcements? Okay, well, let's go ahead and move on to our program. Reagan, do you want to introduce our guest today?
Sure. So hopefully most of you know our guest speaker today. Her name is Aida, and she was our exchange student this past year before everything got shut down, but she was able to stay a lot longer than a lot of the other exchange students. So she's kind of here to talk about her whole year in general, and all of her like all of her fun things that she did like right before she left. So if I could let's introduce Aida.
Hi, everyone. So I left Oklahoma on June 3rd, and that was the hardest day of my exchange. I had a great year in Norman, Oklahoma. As Regan said, I was able to finish my year over there, and it was so nice to be with all the people I had around. And I'm so glad that a lot of the Rotarians and my Rotary Club and my host families and my friends make the best year of my life. I did a lot of stuff and fun things. When I come here, everybody was asking me, how was your year in America? It was hard. Was it hard to communicate with the people? Are they like extrovert, introvert? And everybody thinks the high school over there is like the American movies. I also thought that before I went there. And everybody was so friendly. It wasn't hard for me to make friends. Everybody makes everything so easy. So that's why I love America. And I was with the Taylor's family. I don't know if you know them. Nick, my host dad, he went to Argentina a couple of years ago. No, sorry, like a few years ago, like, I don't know, when he was 18. So right now he's about 30 something. So a lot of years ago. And I had 3 little siblings over there, which I miss them a lot. And I was at Norman High studying over there. And one of the most interesting thing I did was traveling around with my host family. I traveled a lot with them, and they saw me a lot from the United States, which I really appreciated. You have a beautiful country, and I love it. And I also did a lot of stuff with the cross-country team, and I wasn't able to do as many things as I did with cross-country with tennis due to the coronavirus, but I had a great year. I'm just so glad I did most of the things at the beginning of my year and not at the end, because when I come here to Spain, I was talking with the other exchange students around the world, and they were also studying in the United States, and everything they had was canceled. So that's kind of hard to have an action that way. But I don't know, like for me, it was just everything was quite normal over there. While here at the same time, it was so bad because when I talked with my friends from here and my family, they were like, Ida, you were so lucky you were in here because the situation was pretty bad. My dad, he works at a policeman in Madrid, and he was the one that was with all the so in Spain we didn't have enough places like the cemeteries and the I don't know what it's called, but like the territory, I think it's called, like the people where they got all the deaths over there. It was so full due to the virus, so he was the one that saw like was kind of like trying to get places for these people that they couldn't go there. So he saw a lot of difficult stuff, and at that time I wasn't here neither. So for my family, it was kind of hard for me to be in Norman, and they live in this situation. But at the same time, they were so glad I didn't leave this, because I know, like, I was talking the last week with my host family and my friends, and they told me that the situation right now there is like pretty bad. So I don't know. I think everything right now is crazy all over the world, and I just hope this gets better. But one of the things I miss the most about America right now is the food. At first, when I got there, I was like, oh my gosh, I really miss my Spanish food, paella and jamón serrano, like all the typical Spanish food. But now that I'm here, it's like, well, I always have this type of food. But now that I'm not there, I don't know, it's kind of, I love Cane's and Olive Garden and Freddy's and Brahms. So I really miss that. And it's funny because like when I talk with my friends, they're like, Ida, that's just like normal food. That normal food, I don't have it here. Like here, fast food is just good. It's like, I know, the best place we have is McDonald's. So here, everybody is pretty healthy, which is nice, but at the same time, it's like, well, I really need this American hamburger with my French fries. So yeah, and then when I return home, I don't know, like my feelings. So the last day I was there, I woke up and I went on a run because I just wanted to like run around my high school and around Norman, which I love it. And I got home and there were my closest group of friends with the American flag, all signed by my cross country team, my tennis team, and some other friends I made in different classes, and my two host families. That was so nice, and that was also my last day, so I was kind of sad and at the same time happy for all the friends I made and the good relationships I made there, not just friends. And then I went to eat with my host family, and I ate my last it's like corn with butter, which is really like, it's not really popular here, and I ate it there in the United States the first time I went, so I wanted to have for the last meal over there. And I went with my counselor and with another Rotarian and with my host family. And I don't know, I was like in a dream. I didn't realize I was living until the time I was in the plane. I was like, okay, yeah, this is over. And I started crying. All the people in the plane were looking at me, and then with the mask and everything was so weird. It was unrealistic. But yeah, it was a hard day, but at the same time, kind of nice. And after 24 hours flight, because with all this COVID, I needed to do my connection flight in Atlanta and in Paris. So it was a long flight. But then in the airport, it was my family there and two of my cousins, because my friends couldn't come. Because when I come here, just family could go to the airport. And I don't know, they start crying, and I was like, well, yeah, I'm here again, like nothing is special. But then I was like, okay, yeah, now I'm here, I'm again with you. And I was also happy for this to see them after a year. And the first night was so weird. I woke up talking in English to my family, and they were like, Dad, we don't understand anything about what you're saying. And I just woke up crying, because I thought I will woke up in my American room and not in my room and with my family, which everything was so weird but nice at the same time. And now that I talk with my family and friends over there, I just see the next time. So my family, they were planning to come on May, the end of May to June, travel. And do all these virus, we couldn't. But it was actually really nice for them to see more or less Norman in photos and everything. But we are trying to go on Christmas. We don't know if we're gonna be able, but we will go if we can travel to the United States and they don't have so many rules for us for Spain, because a lot of countries in Europe consider us as danger country for the virus. So we don't know if we are gonna be able to go or not, but we will go if we're able. And I'm just so grateful that I was in your club, and you really helped me to do all the fun activities. One of the things that I'm never gonna forget is this year, but also I had a dream when I was little, and I always wanted to be a pilot. So I told one of the Rotarians, and she found another Rotarian, and I flew with them in a little plane 2 times. It was really nice, and I don't know, like the feelings I had on the plane, it was awesome. So I'm just so grateful I was in your club and you made it possible. And I hope to go back soon. I'm planning. I'm talking with my coach, my tennis coach in Norman, and I'm gonna try if I'm able to get a scholarship, because I would like to study at OU if I'm able. If not, I will just go on vacations there and see everybody over there. So if you have any question about me, or like whenever I return home or my country or whatever, you're able to ask.
Hey, Ida, why don't you tell us about everything that you did right before you left?
Well, I went shooting with Regan for my second time. I was really scared, yes, it sound, but not as scared at the first time. We cannot shoot here because it's illegal. And my father's a policeman, but like whenever I sent to him this huge gun I was shooting, he never shot that, because that type of gun they can just shoot military. So I was able to shot that gun that my father, that he's a policeman, he's not able. So it was kind of funny. Then I went on some OU games and Thunder games, which that was amazing for me because I never was in a football game before. And neither in baseball. Well, in baseball, I went one time 2 years ago in Michigan when I was there on vacation. And I also went canoes with some friends, and I went on a cruise with my family, with my host family. And I don't know, I did so many stuff that is kind of hard to remember. But one of the best things I like, I just love it is American football. Like for me, it's awesome just to see the people and like in the the stadium, all the people like doing the I don't know. I just think that awesome, and the band walking around the stadium. I love it.
What was the flight like back? Did it have lots of people? Were people weird because of COVID, or how did you find the travel?
So my friends from Spain and from other countries, they told me, oh, you're gonna fly alone. There's not too many people flying right now. Oh my gosh, the flight was so full. Like it was one seat between one another, but it was, I don't know, like the airport, I need to say that it was like quite calm, like in Atlanta, which is a pretty busy airport. It was actually really quiet and really calm, but like the flight were full, sorry. And also the restrictions in the United States to leave, it wasn't any problem, but in Paris they were really annoying, taking all the time temperature. And when I came here in Spain, they were also like, so if you needed to do a quarantine if you travel from another country and you needed to sign a paper. I didn't do quarantine because when I come here, my parents want me to take the test. So I did the test, and a day after they gave me the results, which everything was negative. I didn't have anything. So we needed to go to my father did it. So I don't know really, I don't really know how it worked, but like my father took that results to a place that tells that I could leave my house and I didn't have any symptom or the virus or anything. Because if you travel from a foreign country, then you needed to do quarantine. Right now it's the same. Like we're planning to go in 2 weeks or in a week and a half to Germany. We don't know if we're gonna be able because Germany have a lot of cases right now too. So we don't know if they are gonna close the country or we are gonna close the country. We don't know how it work. But we have the flights and we are supposed to leave in a week and a half, and we also need to give the COVID result to them to see that we got negative, that we test negative. But yeah, it was really weird, the flight and everybody with a mask and with gloves and I don't know, kind of weird everything. But it's our new normal life, so we need to live with it.
Do you have one more year of school, or are you done with high school?
No, so I did my junior year in the United States, but for being an exchange student, the high school told me that I could do the graduation thing. So this year I'm gonna study my senior year, and then after my senior year I will go to college. I don't really know where, but I would like to study international relations. Because I was kind of more or less like, well, I think this is my career, but after this year, I'm sure that I want to study that. I want to. I like to see the relation between the countries, and for me, it was really interesting to get my visa. How like the United States embassy works with the Spanish embassy to give you the visa and then you to live there. So I don't know, I really like that type of work. So I would like to study that, and I don't know if I will study that with a double degree with some law or something. I don't really know yet, but yeah, I have 1 year more of high school, and after that I'm done with high school.
Is your high school going to meet in person?
Yeah, so what they are thinking to do is to meet in person the whole week, except one day that we will do online. So for example, imagine 11th grade, they have like Tuesday online, then 12th grade they will have on Friday. So not all the grades are gonna be together the same day. But yeah, more or less half and half. But we'll see. It's depending if the cases are growing up again or going down, depending on how this works. They don't really know what they are going to do yet, because we start the school in September 9th. So we have quite a little bit long than in the United States.
Aida, are things like your churches and other places back to meeting, or are they still closed?
They are meeting. Church, we need to go with a mask, and we need to get some hand sanitizer in the door. But yeah, everything is quite normal right now. We are doing our more or less our normal lives, just with taking precaution. And for example, some little towns around Madrid, if one person got positive, then they close it down, and all that people, they are going to do quarantine for about like 2 weeks to see if they have the virus or not, just to take precaution for the other people. But yes, that's happening in the small towns. It happened at least 4 times so far. But yeah, like we just take precaution, get some hand sanitizer, and wear our mask. And there are also like some people, some old people, most of them they just do it virtual. But like people, they are not that scared as they were before. So they are going to the church and going to the supermarkets and more or less doing their lives. Do you have any question?
When you come back to Norman, what's the first thing you're going to eat?
Oof. Let me think. Probably Brahms. Probably Brahms, I think. And a snow cone. I love the snow cones. And I don't know, Madrid is a big city, so I thought, oh, they might have, I don't know, like in an American place or in a grocery or something like that, they don't have anything. So I'm kind of frustrated with that because I love it. I tried like the 2 or 3 weeks before I left, and it was like, well, I love this, and when I come here, they didn't have. I was so mad. So I came Brahms and a snow cone.
Wise choices. Wise choices.
What's the food you missed most while you were in the United States from home?
From home?
Yes, from
like,
Spain. What was your favorite thing that you missed to eat?
Jamón serrano is like a type of meat. It came from the pig, and I can show you a picture because I don't know if I can share a screen with you, or I don't know. I don't really know. Well, it's come from the pig, and it's like ham more or less, but it's so good. I don't know. I don't really know how to. And then paella, which is rice, and you can put seafood or chicken with some vegetables. They are also pretty good. So that's 2 things. I think that's what I miss the most.
And where did you go on your cruise in the United States? Where did you cruise to?
I went to Cayman Island, to Jamaica, and then we also went to Cozumel.
Nice.
Iceland, did she say?
And Iceland.
Ooh.
and we took the boat in Galveston. So we went driving Norman to Galveston by car, and then we spent there around 2-3 days because my husband's grandma lives over there. So we spent days in her house. We took the boat and went to the cruise, which was my first cruise. I never was in a cruise before. They're not really popular here. So it was actually really interesting. And it's funny because when I ask the people in the United States, do you know, have you ever been in Spain before? Or like, where did you went? Everybody says Barcelona, because most of the people, what they do is take a cruise and go to Europe and then Barcelona. So it was funny because not so many people come to Madrid from the United States. Was like the people I met. It makes me laugh. It's just so funny that everybody goes to Barcelona.
Funny, my daughter went on a cruise a couple years ago and they went to Barcelona.
I have a question. From your live photo, it looks like you're outside. What is the temperature there in Fahrenheit?
Right now, oh, hold on, let me see.
I think she accidentally had cut herself off.
You think she cut herself off because she's looking at the app to see what the temperature is? Converting it, I think.
Hot, 95 degrees. You told us earlier.
How much? 90.
Oh, so I made the it was 75 Fahrenheit right now because I'm in the north. I'm in the beach, in my house in the beach right now, so it's not too hot. But in Madrid, it's really hot. I think they told me before, like around 95 or something like that.
Yeah, in Madrid.
Yeah. So it's depending on the country. Here I'm in the north, so I live here in Madrid, and I'm here in Asturias. And Asturias is not that as hot as Madrid, but today is actually kind of nice. It's windy, and in the beach it was so nice. I was tanning, so I didn't, and I'm just like I make fun with my friends because in the United States I went on a boat most of the days with my friends, so I got a little bit tan over there. So when I come here, all my friends were so white. They were just so jealous. And now that I'm in the beach, they just make fun of me because they say that I'm kind of like a tomato when I'm in the sun. But yeah, here is nicer than in Madrid right now. But I'm leaving today to Madrid again, and then I'm going on some holidays with some friends. Just 4 days to Cáceres, to one of my friend's house.
What time of day is it there?
Right now it's in the afternoon. It's 2:50. So it's the lunch time for us. One of the stranger things for me, I was so hungry every time when I come home, because you eat there like around 12:30. So here everybody is like 2:30, 3, 4, or sometimes 5. So it was like, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. And I was telling my parents, I just need to eat. I was just so hungry every time. Now it's just normal to eat so for example, I woke up today quite early. I woke up at 7 and I went on a run. I come home and take breakfast with my family. We went to the beach and now they're eating. And for example, dinner is like around 9:30, 10:30, something like that. So times are so weird. The Spanish schedule is so weird from over there. But it's actually, I don't know. it's now that I'm here is normal, but when I was there, I thought, yeah, my schedule is kind of weird. I don't know. I think my schedule over there, I did like most of the stuff in the afternoon than here. I don't know. But it was kind of weird at first. Then it was just normal. So do you have any other?
I do. Hey, when you go to school, will you be going to school in Madrid? Or
Yeah. I live in Miraflores, which is like 25 minutes. It's like more or less like Norman and Madrid. Oh, sorry, Norman, Oklahoma City. So
okay.
In Miraflores, and I go to school in Madrid. If you like Norman, so I go to school in Oklahoma City. So it's around 25, 30 minutes. And I go to a new high school because the one that I went, it was private, but and most of my friends they're continue there. The thing is that now that I went to the United States, I have better English level. So I did last week a Cambridge exam that tells you more or less the English level you have. I hope I pass it. I'm just I'm all time praying because I hope that I pass that exam. It was really hard. It's more or less like not native speakers. I was practicing with some friends, the listenings and the speaking, and the reading was so hard. Like I was in AP English in the United States, and it wasn't as hard as that test. So I hope I pass that exam, and so I go to this new high school, and if I pass this exam, I will be able to go, and they will prepare me to la selectividad. It's more like a PSAT exam that you have over there to enter to college. The thing is that here, if you don't pass that exam, you cannot enter to college. So this public high school, they prepare you better than the others, but it's also so much harder than the other high schools. And I would like to enter, but I don't know. Like they give me the grades in September, so I wouldn't know. I don't know yet if I'm going to enter to that high school or not. But I have more or less like my place on it on my 12th grade. So I close my fingers to pass that test.
We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Do you have any other friends who've now expressed an interest to come to the United States as an exchange student?
So my cousin, she's going to the United States this year. She was going to New York, to a little town, and she was really excited. And all the time I'm telling her the story. Now that with all this COVID, she was also going through Rotary, so she was really excited about it. But now with all this COVID got canceled, and she, I think she's gonna try for next year if Rotary do more exchange. And then about my friends, some of them, they're planning to go there in college to get a scholarship because, or some of them they can, if they can afford, they will pay and they will try to go. They're planning to, I don't really know I don't know the name, but one of them, she's planning to go to California, and the other one to Michigan or Minnesota. I don't really know where she told me. But yeah, some of them, they are planning to go over there in college.
Both Michigan and Minnesota would both be very cold to go to college.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, everybody here asked me about the high school and about my experience, and I don't know why here in Spain people are worried about the teenagers over there, and I'm just saying that they are normal. Of course, they are the mean girls, but like we also have that type of people here. I don't know, they just have their idea and their image of these girls and boys that are really popular, and it gives you like, I don't know, a real bad impression of American high school. But for me, it wasn't that way. Like, I have some other friends that say, oh yes, it's so hard for me to make friends in America. People are kind like teenagers. They are kind of mean. For me, it wasn't that way. So I don't know. I tell everybody that America, like teenagers and people, they are friendly, and they will help you. Like for me, I went to the orientation of the high school before the school start, and I don't know if it was because I'm like I was an exchange student or why, but like everybody helped me and everything. It was easy, but I don't know why teenagers are scared about that.
What's the driving age in Spain?
18.
18.
So some of my friends, they are 1 year older, so they have their car, but most of them, they don't. That's me, because I'm 17 right now. I turned 18 in April 3rd, so I have a little months. But like the thing is that here we have public transport. That's why we don't really need the car. Like in Madrid is one of the best cities about public transport. We have trains and we also have buses. So it's pretty nice to take the bus, and like in about 20 minutes you are in the other side of the city. So we don't really need the car.
Less stressful too. Nice.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any final questions for Ida? All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. This was fascinating. We're happy that you had a great experience in the United States, and we hope that you'll come back and see us.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I will.
Have a good year.
Yes. Have a
Thank
good
you
year.
so much. You too.
All right, Rotarians, have a great week and go out and open opportunities.
Bye. Thank you.
Great job.
Bye.
Great job, Ada.
Thank you. Be safe and well. Come back soon.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
She's nice. She's had a good opportunity.